Aren't you excited? Next week we're getting Super Smackdown. And that's not it. The meat-eating, cow-milking, 24/7 farming, pig-feeding beast is making his return. So make sure to get a cold beverage. Milk is definitely the way to go. It can be warm milk as well, but watch out for that buzz, man. Okay people, welcome back to another episode of Greatness of SmackDown. So, there's a reason why we're seeing a, giant ass teddy bear right here. I'm not 2 foot tall, this is a giant ass teddy bear. The reason is, you can probably tell, the echo is really bad in this room. The thing is, the room is basically finished, but there's no furniture. I didn't have much furniture before, but for some reason the echo is just unbelievably bad. It's like I'm recording in a church right now. As a matter of fact, I can do that. I am recording in a church. I'll try getting a bigger carpet. That might help, I'm not actually sure. And I'll show you around once I'll actually clean this up because I didn't have much time. I didn't record for like 4 days because I honestly just can't find time. But right now, hopefully I'll be able to post more videos because the goal is always to post every day. I'm not very successful at that. Maybe a giant soft picture in a frame with Brock Lesnar and Daisy might help, with the sound problems. I'll think about it. I also didn't upload my AEW Dynamite review, which I'm very sorry that I did not. At this point, I forgot about it. I don't even know what happens. But like I've said, thankfully, the workroom is basically finished. Now we're just doing, kitchen and everything else, basically, outside of this room and the bedroom. At least I'll be able to record right now. So let's talk about Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know how I feel about WWE building 2 rivalries at the same time. I do appreciate that we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. What I don't like is that Finn Balor feels like an afterthought. He's third wheeling the rivalry, he's not the biggest threat. Hopefully that's about to change though. It's that time of the month again for Finn Balor. In the best way possible. It's been a while. I think we did not see the Demon Balor in NXT at all. I didn't watch, I don't know, but I think if we did, I would know that. To be fair, if Finn Balor was still in NXT, the only thing we would be seeing is Unicorn Balor. So even though I'm not sure how I feel about WWE's booking of Finn Balor, what I do like is that Roman Reigns has 2 legit challengers right now. Brock Lesnar and Demon Balor. I think even Edge counts. Everyone is coming for that Universal Championship and Roman has some legit threat. The show kicks off with the Usos. They're wondering why the Street Profits would want to put their nose in their business. Maybe they want to make a name? They go on about how the Profits disrespected the head of the table and the bloodline. They say if the Profits want to prove themselves, do it against the Usos because we are the ones. We see the Street Profits and they ask if the Usos want the smoke. Not really, ask Riddle next time. So we saw the match, it was a championship contenders match, of course, why wouldn't it be? Again, the rule right here is, if the challengers defeat the champions, they will get a championship match. We're seeing that every damn week right now, and I still have a problem with it. It seems like WWE feel like it's a great idea to have, literally, like I'm not even joking, every week we're seeing a champion losing a match. Even this week, it was Charlotte Flair who lost against Nia Jackson, one of the greatest matches of all time. Spectacular. A 5-star match. Dave Meltzer actually considered adding 1 more star to that match. That's how good it was. We saw hugs. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit terrified. Guess what happened this week? Guess what happened during this match? So we see the Street Profits versus the Usos. Everything is going fine. I'm not really into this rivalry. For some reason, the Street Profits never really had anything that interesting in the WWE, even though they're really, really entertaining. So I'm not quite sure what's happening right here. Basically, we saw a disqualification and the Street Profits won the match. At least they did not get pinned, I'll give you that. But what about the Street Profits versus Otis and Chad Gable, and the winners face the Usos? What a wonderful idea. Innovating. Never thought of that before. And obviously Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns are disappointed. You see that, Shirus? They ain't gonna sit in front of my table. Eat the last piece of chicken, Paul. To be fair, Paul Heyman is in some trouble as well. Kayla stops Paul Heyman and asks about everything going on tonight, including Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Heyman tells her to enjoy the moment, and we suddenly hear Brock Lesnar's theme song. I honestly thought someone is just playing around, pranking Paul Heyman. I thought it's Big E, honestly. No, the man literally has Brock Lesnar's theme song as his ringtone. I mean, that's ridiculous. No, he ignores the call, but Lesnar calls back. He says he doesn't have a lot of privacy right now, but then he says he will deliver the message. Kayla says, I am enjoying this moment. Then we see Big E as a janitor and he laughs. He laughs a lot. Okay. Lately I'm just not sure what's happening with Big E. Is this man okay? Now you may be wondering what the message from Brock Lesnar is. Thankfully, I got the scoop, and I can actually show you the entire conversation.
What's up, Paul? Daisy! Daisy, stop! Daisy! So I was thinking about my gimmick. I've changed my hairstyle, and now I have another idea, Paul. I have another idea. Honestly, I don't want to be called the Beast Incarnate anymore. I'm a sweetheart, goddammit. I'm a farmer. I love milk. Call me freshly squeezed Brock Lesnar. You know what? Freshly squeezed out of the cow's titty, Brock Lesnar. Oh, and also tell Roman Reigns I'm coming next week.
Some people will say it's fake. And obviously Paul Heyman tells that to Roman Reigns. He says that's the first time he called me. He also mentioned the city. And Roman Reigns says, how do you know that he's there? I don't know, he could be anywhere. So Roman Reigns is suspicious that Paul Heyman is still working with Brock Lesnar. A lot of people are saying we're gonna get custody of Paul Heyman match, which would honestly be appreciated. You should actually have Paul Heyman on a pole. And Viagra. Just because. It's definitely interesting. That's the story you've been waiting for a very long time now. It's quite interesting because we didn't care about the storyline ever. We hated the storyline. We didn't like the fact that it was main eventing WrestleManias. People booed. But now it's different. Goes to show you how much a character change actually matters. This time around, Roman Reigns is the most entertaining dude in the WWE. And Brock Lesnar is, I guess, kind of a babyface. It's interesting. We want to see what's gonna happen. Paul Heyman is working with both of these guys. Maybe, possibly. It's gonna be interesting. The only issue I have with this, again, is maybe Finn Balor, but also the fact that it's happening in Saudi. It never really feels like it's an actual thing. It's like Vince McMahon's wet dream and anything can happen, but sometimes it's also not necessarily canon. I'm wondering where this championship is, for example. What kind of opportunities did Braun Strowman get after winning the Royal Rumble? He got released. Yeah, next time everyone should just eliminate themselves. And I bet this was the highlight of The Undertaker's career. We see Becky Lynch. We have no idea whether she's gonna stay a babyface or a heel. With this kind of promo, I'm not even sure. She praises Belair. She says it was exciting to face Belair at SummerSlam. When Sasha Banks went down, the powers that be called the man. Bianca wasn't ready, but Becky was. Just because she hasn't played the game in a while doesn't mean she forgot how. Becky brags about how easily she ended Belair's title reign. The music interrupts and we see Bianca Belair. And again, she challenges Becky Lynch to a match, but Becky wouldn't give her the rematch. Belair says, Roman Reigns is defending the championship tonight. Becky says, I don't give a damn. I'm not Reigns. She leaves. I don't get this. I don't get this attitude. I do think Becky is turning heel. Not quite sure how I feel about this decision. She just made her return. What's the point? Well, maybe outside of actually building Bianca Belair as the next big babyface, which is already kind of the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. Later we saw Sonya Deville saying that no, you will not defend the championship tonight. It will be at Extreme Rules. She's, avoiding the fight, which was never the case with the man Becky Lynch. It's kind of out of her character. I don't know what's happening. We can only assume she's turning heel. Ziggler wants to smash, but Tony is more into Boogs. So we saw Rick Boogs versus Dolph. Ziggler and Rick Boogs won. Ziggler is just, man, come on. We keep talking about this, but he's one of these guys who's definitely going to be in AEW one day. We saw Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. Seth Rollins wants to face Cesaro because he wants to prove himself and, be like Edge. So we saw the match, again, we've seen it many, many times. It was okay, I guess, but another match that ended in disqualification, because Cesaro was going for the European uppercut, I think, and we saw Seth Rollins with the chair shot. After the match, Seth Rollins is being ruthless and unforgiving. He's basically mimicking Edge right here, and then I think he was going for the curb stomp, but we saw Edge who attacked Seth Rollins because, well, obviously that was the message to the man himself. And that was your segment. The storyline is continuing. Obviously, Seth Rollins definitely needs that W more than Edge, so in the end, Seth Rollins will win this rivalry, and I'm all for it. I love the story. This is the best story we have in the WWE right now, by far. Oh boy, we saw the KO show, and the special guest was Happy Corbin, which is something I just absolutely love. Corbin says, I don't have the money right now, but I have a special guest who does. Apparently, Corbin is a host right now. We see Logan Paul, a lot of booze, and WWE were really smart about this. They embraced it. Look, I can't stand Logan Paul. I hate this man. He's not the best human being. We all know that. But oh boy, I love this character. I love the fact that WWE realized that this man brings in a lot of heat. And the pairing of Goldberg, Corbin, and Logan Paul is absolutely amazing. Logan is being a douchebag. Corbin is being a douchebag. We're seeing fist bumps. They're really good friends, even though Logan Paul mocked Baron Corbin before. Logan was just an ass. He gave Kevin Owens $100, but, Kevin Owens didn't need the money. He also called them useless pieces of trash. They started pushing each other. And once we were about to see the fight, Corbin attacks Kevin Owens with the microphone and they leave the ring. That was really, really good. Just two douchebags, and what a great opportunity to have actual good heels in the WWE. I know that it's kinda go away heat for Logan Paul. The difference is, it's really entertaining to watch. We saw Sami Zayn versus Dominik Mysterio. Dominik is trying to prove himself again in the middle of the match. Sami was about to leave, but we got Rey Mysterio. In the end, it backfired because Dominik got distracted and Sami Zayn won the match. Very good spot, haluva kick, because Dominik was distracted and Dominik is disappointed. The man is probably thinking, Dad, more of this shit and they'll release me. Booyaka. And we saw the Universal Championship match. Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Finn Balor got attacked before the match, but he still continued. We did see the match, I'm actually happy that they attacked Finn Balor because, even though, of course, he lost the match, there's a reason. He was attacked, he was hurt. Even then, he did have a couple of opportunities to win. He had the upper hand, but in the end, he passed out. Roman Reigns won. He left the ring. For a few seconds, we saw the red lighting and the heartbeat, which is obviously Finn Balor's, demon entrance. Roman Reigns, I guess, knows what's about to happen in the next couple of weeks. So Demon Balor was teased, and then we go back straight to Roman Reigns' music. Demon Balor is returning, and hopefully it's going to be presented as a very, very big deal. It's kinda stupid, I know, but that's wrestling. That's how it works. We got used to it. I'm sure some people for a second thought that Bray Wyatt is making his return. Next week is happening in Madison Square Garden. Big SmackDown, Super SmackDown, contract signing, Brock Lesnar returns. Man, I can't wait to hear Brock Lesnar talk. 90% he's not going to, but I really hope he's going to because he has a lot to say about the new milk formula. It's about the way you actually squeeze the titty. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I'll be a lot more active this month. That is the goal. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, make sure to leave that like button. Coca Jumbo just never stops growing, you know, as long as you're watching these videos and showing support. Thank you for watching. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.